Are you a basketball player that wants to play at your peak level on a regular basis? If so, as we've mentioned before, you've got to build that steady, unshakable confidence. Well, today I'm going to share 3 places that players mistakenly feel that their confidence can come from, but these are not great sources of that steady confidence that you can depend on. Let's jump in and discuss. Welcome back to Hard Smart Together. I'm Coach Dave. I'm here every week to help basketball players become the smart, confident players that coaches love. So again, today we're talking about confidence. We're talking about that steady, unshakable confidence that you really want to be on a journey to get to as a basketball player so that you can play at your peak level. It's all about playing at a peak level as often as you can. And so we're going to talk about, I'm going to go through 3 sources of what players sometimes mistakenly think can provide confidence to them or take confidence away that are not true sources of confidence. They're not sources of that steady confidence that you can rely on. So I'm going to share each one of these sources and why you might get a false sense of confidence or lack of confidence from any one of these sources. So let's jump into each one. The first place that players mistakenly feel that maybe they could get confidence from or could take confidence away is coaches. I'm here to tell you, coaches do not give you confidence, and they do not take your confidence away. Your confidence is your responsibility. What coaches can give and what coaches can take away are things like playing time. They give playing time, they take playing time away. They might give compliments or, positive feedback on the way you're playing, okay? And a lot of coaches have a real positive reinforcement in their style of coaching. Some don't. Some have more of a negative reinforcement of their coaching style. But these are all results, and from past chats that we've had that you cannot rely on confidence you get from results, especially short-term results. Especially, you can't be really confident when you're getting playing time and not so confident when your playing time is cut. You can't be really confident when your coach is complimenting your play and really low confidence. You get on that roller coaster. So that's the first source that players mistakenly think confidence comes from. And from past discussions that your confidence comes from, your habits of play, how you play the game, your habits of thought, how you're thinking, and fundamentally who you are as a person and the relationships that you have with your teammates, your coaches, your teachers, your parents, everybody. Okay. That's where your confidence comes from. Hey, I'll get back to the episode in just a second. I hope you're enjoying today's episode, and if you are, please share it. Share it with a player, share it with a parent, share it with a coach, anybody that you feel might need to hear it. I also wanted to give you a free gift that I've made available to you just for hanging out with me today. It's a checklist of skills for basketball players that want to become a better player, a better teammate, and to stand out to their coaches. Now, these skills are skills that are often overlooked, but they can be the foundation that a player can use to really achieve their goals. You can download it at hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles. I'll put a link below in the description as well, but it's hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles. Now let's jump back to today's episode. So you're not going to get it from coaches, and the coaches aren't going to take it away. That's just, what players have thought for years. The second place that you're not going to either get confidence from at least that steady confidence, or your confidence is going to be taken away, is from your parents or your family. Let me tell you, your parents, they care about you. Your family cares about you more than anyone in the world. And so they are only trying to make you happy, okay? They are going to tell you what they feel you want to hear at the time. And a lot of times that might be, well, you're not getting playing time because your coach is unfair, or, they're not allowing you to take the right shots, or the defense was wrong, or the offense was wrong, or, whatever the case might be. But they are agreeing with you, some of your gripes, and they are, trying to make you feel better, trying to be there for you. Now, that's not a bad thing, but it might not be what you need to hear. And it might not be what is going to put you on that journey to building that long-term, steady, unshakable confidence that you can depend on so that you can play at your peak level. Okay? Parents are going to typically tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. So they're not going to be able to give you confidence or take away confidence. They might give you some good feedback, which you think is boosting your confidence at the time, but really what it's doing is providing a false sense of confidence because it was based off of a short-term result. So what's the third place that players a lot of times think they can get confidence from, and they feel good and it boosts their confidence? The third source is from fans. Now this is, there's an old saying. If you listen, as a basketball player, if you listen to fans in the stands long enough, pretty soon you're going to be one. In other words, pretty soon you're going to be a spectator of the game if you're listening to what fans say. So you cannot rely on fans or their reactions to play or the game or your performance as a source of steady, unshakable confidence. Okay? It's all based off of results. And here's the problem with fans, majority of fans. They don't understand the game all that well. They don't have this really high basketball IQ that you're working on developing so that you have that confidence in your basketball IQ. They tend to reward with their cheers and their congratulations and everything bad basketball plays, the wrong plays, right? Why? Because they're fans. They want to see excitement. They want to see the spectacular play, okay? And so you can't get caught up in listening to that feedback because they might send you down a road where you're more often than not making a bad basketball play, making the plays that get your coaches to pull their hair out. So you can't listen to fans as a source of confidence. You need to stay on that journey of building your long-term, steady, unshakable confidence by, working on the habits of play, the habits of thought, and your relationships with the people in your life that truly matter. So, quick tip today. There's 3 sources that players mistakenly find confidence in: coaches, parents, and fans. And those are not sources of long-term, unshakable confidence. Like every week, I appreciate the likes. If you enjoyed this and if you feel there's another player that might need to hear this information, please feel free to forward this on to them. And put a comment below. If you maybe in the past have felt like coaches or outside sources based on results, short-term results, have boosted what you thought was your confidence that you could rely on, or maybe you thought they were taking away your confidence. People don't give you confidence. They don't take away the confidence. They basically give you feedback off of short-term results, and you're responsible for your journey to true confidence. So that's it for this week. Like always, appreciate you spending the time with me today. And until next week, remember to play hard, play smart, and play together. See you next week.